Making It Work is brought to you by Wealthsimple, which gives everyone access to simple, affordable investing on cruise control.
I love makeup. I love experimenting, using tricks I learned through the vast world of YouTube beauty tutorials. I love putting it on in the morning as a soothing moment of self-care before I face the world. So it should be no surprise that after enrolling myself in the Internet School of Beauty, I managed to gather a rather large collection of makeup products. I finally decided that taking control of my makeup purchases would help me financially. If not, it would at least help me practice a bit of self-control. I challenged myself to a project pan, meaning I would have to use up a product before I could buy its replacement. This eventually morphed into a less impressive low buy period. I just could not seem to stop buying makeup. Beauty products seemed to effortlessly show up in my shopping basket every once in a while, even though I was trying not to buy them. I thought I could never go more than a couple of weeks without purchasing makeup, but I finally made it happen in 2017. That year, I spent absolutely nothing on makeup. My streak even lasted a few months into 2018. Of course, this achievement did not come without some struggling and learning some tough lessons. Here's what I picked up along the way. Number 1. I learned more about my makeup habits. Before I decided to take control of my makeup purchases, I was more interested in lip products, and I didn't care much for face products. I thought that it would stay that way for a long time, but I never really understood my actual makeup consumption rate until I couldn't restock my collection. I found that by far, I use up face products faster than anything else I own. During the course of my Project Pan, I often worried that I would run out of face products before I was through with them, which did happen on several occasions. But admittedly, not understanding my actual makeup habits was the reason why my Project Pan turned into simply a low-buy period. As for my lip product collection, I initially thought that I would be using my lip products left and right. To this day, I have yet to finish a single lip product, not even a lip balm. The lip products that I did finish were the ones that ended up becoming too gross to use. Number 2. Fads fade makes a lot more sense when you can't participate in any. As a recovering makeup junkie, I used to crave all the newest makeup trends. The temptation was made worse when I decided to block myself from buying things. It was difficult to handle my desire to try out new makeup trends when it would require me to buy things that were not in my collection and break my promise. Limited edition products were the worst because I knew I would probably never end up getting my hands on them. But after a couple of cycles of desire, FOMO, and disappointment, I realized that what came afterward was indifference. The world moved on to another fad, and I still managed to get by using what I already had. If I had given in to any one of those desires, I would have just another makeup product at the back of my beauty drawer. The desire to purchase a specific product is only temporary, but unless I keep track of every single receipt, unlikely. The act of spending my money is permanent. Number 3. I learned to stop engaging with the beauty community. I used to binge watch beauty videos all day long until I perfected whatever look I was going for. Now, I barely watch any. At some point, I simply stopped feeling a desire to watch them. It came so gradually, I didn't even notice I stopped watching them until I realized I had no idea what the latest beauty launches were. Perhaps my brain decided I should stop punishing myself by looking at any online content relating to beauty, and in turn, it helped me stop craving the latest makeup releases. Number 4. Stopping myself from buying makeup redirected my money and energy to other things. Since I stopped binge-watching makeup videos, I've had more time to watch and do other things. The natural progression for me was skincare videos, mostly because Korean skincare became a trend promoted by the same beauty gurus that I used to watch. This was a welcome departure, because nothing changed up my beauty routine like a good skincare routine. Makeup products could hide discoloration, but they couldn't hide the tiny bumps on my face. Added bonus, I use fewer makeup products now that my skin is better. And when I am not learning more about skincare, I am learning how to hem and alter my clothes to make them fit me better. I know that I am merely switching one form of self-care to another, but I'm alright with that. At this point in my life, learning how to take care of my skin and making sure my clothes fit feels much more productive and helpful for my self-esteem than buying another tube of lipstick. And I am definitely not spending as much money on myself as I used to, so the 1-year spending ban was more than worth it.
Learning what works for you and what doesn't is crucial for getting good with money. For instance, maybe you know you need to be investing, but aren't sure how. With Wealthsimple, getting started takes just a few minutes. Wealthsimple is online investing that's as simple and human as it gets. In just 5 minutes, they'll build you a custom portfolio to fit your personal goals and timeline. Just answer a few easy questions and they'll manage your money for you on autopilot. Set it, forget it, and let your money grow in the background. You can turn on automatic deposits as well as set up a smart savings account with higher rates than big banks for your shorter-term goals, your wedding, your next great adventure, or that handbag you need. They also have a socially responsible portfolio that invests in green stocks and companies that support gender diversity. The fees are much lower than big banks, and TFD viewers will get their first $10,000 managed for free with no minimum deposit. Check them out at wealthsimple.com/TFD or use the link in our description. There are no account minimums, and it only takes a few minutes to start. No excuses.